onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Now the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And Lance's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. A gain of 6 there on first. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Working with his 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He's to the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And who got 45?
They'll go with a keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Chris Strebler, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chenot. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
7-7, our score after one. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. From the gun, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one drops in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On play action, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Lance. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Man open, here is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action, Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! It's complete. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Play action. Now it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lance now to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 34. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
2nd down and goal. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A handoff. Barkley running left. Barkley a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Check 99. Check 99.
A handoff to Barkley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
45.
To throw, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 49. Check 49. Check 49. Show it up. He's crazy.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And some strong running. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Mike Ford. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the ball.
On second and goal, Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the second and goal sack. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
He's scared. Mike, 55. 55.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Lance. Flush to his right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 6. Lance looking to throw it. Rolling to his right. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They juked him, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They
really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Throwing Jones. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They go play action here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Good play. No pick flop.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I can't, bro. I want those points. I want them points.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And the kick here, no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Extra point right down the middle. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Man, I got you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
VOR, go.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither deep. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.